Did Odor just save the Padres season in May? Well, he may just have. We'll talk about that and more tonight on Padres Talking Padres. Oh, man, Jack, it has been a brutal May for our Padres.
I'm ready for May to end.
We're almost there. Living on a prayer. That's what it's felt like for these Padres of late. Really, since the Kershaw meme, the Padres season has gone to crap.
Because
really.
it definitely peaked that night because we beat the Dodgers.
Yep.
And then they put that meme up there, and it's like, again, I said, it was a bigger deal to people than it should have been, but still shouldn't have been done.
And we kind of stunk it up. So we lost the next two games. The Dodgers, close games, we lost them. Then we lost 2 out of 3 to the Twins. Arguably, we could have won those games.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to the Dodgers and get swept.
Well, we could have won those games.
Yep. But then we go to the Royals, and then we just seemingly can't hit at all, or just can't hit. I mean, it's just you lose 2 out of 3 to the Royals.
It's the approach to hitting.
Absolutely.
It's a station-to-station play, but today you saw a little bit of life. Grisham stole the base, which he should be, if he gets on base, he should be stealing, as often as he can.
Pop-ups on those bunt pop-ups. Those are great.
I didn't see that. I just said came back because it was a leadoff double, right?
Yeah, leadoff double by Dixon.
And I come by and I went, wait a minute. 1 out, and I went on Twitter and people said, "Why would you bunt with 2 strikes?" Da, 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 da.
Not only that, but it almost became a double play.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of like a pop liner to third, and then Dixon had dive back to second to avoid the double play on a bunt.
I think I've read where Melvin lets them decide what they can make their own decisions.
Well, Melvin needs to stop letting them make their own decisions.
Because it was, again, we had the bases loaded in the
third
inning, nobody out. Bogart's up.
Yep.
And he pops up. He got 2 balls on him right away. I mean, he had
3. It was 3-0.
No, that was 2-0.
I looked it up. I double checked. It was 3-0.
Was 3-0? And I'm like going, okay, we'll take a walk. We'll take a run.
Yeah.
And then he popped up. I said, oh, and Carpenter comes up. I go, he's taking over for Grisham on strike 3 looking.
Well, and this is even better because he grounded to a double play.
I go, this is unbelievable. You can't hit a pop. You can't hit a fly ball to the outfield. You can't hit a fly ball to the outfield to get a sac fly. And I with Carpenter, I'm getting a little irritated with because he gets so upset every time he strikes out looking. I go, do these guys not go back and look at the tape and go, oh wait, that was a strike.
Him in him lately.
Yeah, that's a strike. And I think they get so pissed off, they go, okay, next time I'm gonna hit instead of just putting the ball in play. But and they came back to win today, so it was.
Well, they did, but there was we kind of made up for it in the 5th, right? Because we went up 5-1, I think.
5-1, and then Snell came back and he didn't give up a run, but his pitch count in the 4th and 5th was ridiculous. He was early. I go, he can probably go 6 or 7 because I watched the pitch count and I go, all right, I go in this 4th inning he was nibbling. I go, he was very, he shouldn't even have given up a run. I mean, I don't know what Cronenworth was thinking, not covering first base.
Not a great game by Cronenworth. Had a couple of errors and hit to runs.
Yeah, which is unusual for him. I still think he's a better second baseman than first baseman, but I just think his stats would be better. Anyway,
sure. We all think.
I'm like going, okay, so first 3 innings, Snell's been pitching great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wheels come off and he just can't. He didn't, like I said, didn't give him any runs, but the problem is now we got to go to our bullpen in the 6th inning.
Yeah.
Instead of the 7th inning, and the bullpen's pitched a lot lately.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, not to make excuses, but Tim Hill's hit or miss.
He's pitched a lot. Tim Hill's pitched a lot too.
Yeah, and he could be. And then Martinez pitched a lot the last few. I mean, he might have had a little dead arm there. Anyway, it's Snell. He just drives me crazy. I think he's got so much talent
himself, right? Because it's his walk year. It's his free agency year.
And if I'm the Padres, even though I love Snell, he's fun when he's not pitching. You can't sign him to a long-term contract.
No.
You just can't.
Save that money for Ohtani. Maybe we'll see. Like if we keep sticking up this year, we're not signing Ohtani. We're not signing
No,
Soto. Like because clearly it's not working right now anyway.
and Soto is hitting the ball. He's the old Soto.
Yeah, he's come back around. He's been
but
hitting
now
well for a while now.
But now Tatis and Bogarts aren't hitting.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
he can't. And Machado broken wrist.
Yeah.
And today Hassan Kim foul off the knee.
Any word?
Initial X-rays are negative, but swelling can kind of cover up injury, like we saw with Manny's. And Manny's not coming back till maybe the Marlins series at the earliest. But now we're down Manny and Hassan Kim. We have Odor at third. And really, Odor is the only reason we've won 3 out of our past 4, if you want to think about it. Maybe.
I really like Odor more as a DH.
Do you?
I think he's limited on his defensive skills.
So you put Odor over Cruz? Like Cruz seems old. He looks old.
Cruz got old, and again, he started out great, but he just swings at everything.
Yeah.
And I think it might be time to
hang up the cleats.
Maybe make him a coach.
Yeah.
Yep. Say, hey, we'll still pay them.
Make him a batting coach? I mean, maybe like I don't know.
Well, you want someone that swings at every pitch to be a batting coach?
I don't
even. And Carpenter, what's going on? I mean, last year he was hitting home runs after. Was he getting Aaron Judge's baseballs?
Yeah, maybe he was getting those Goldilocks balls.
Yeah, because he was hitting the ball. Because for a while there, our DHs between Carpenter and Cruz, we had like 33, 34 RBIs.
Led the league in RBI.
Yeah, and I don't think they've had an RBI since then.
I think Matt Carpenter's had a few home runs. Like he's had some solid games here and there, but he's kind of he's hit or miss with.
And again, the strike 3 called, and he gets so I go, what are you arguing about? Yeah. Even Grant Mudd has been a lot more honest this season. He goes, well, that was a strike. I don't know what he's upset about. It was a strike. And he's really pushing hitting the opposite way. And I'll give Grisham.
Look at that damn inning that we lost. We gave up a 5-1 lead.
Yeah.
They were just putting the bat on the ball. They weren't trying. Yeah. They were just getting they're hitting like out of the strike zone, just putting the bat on the ball. Put it in the play.
Going the other way. But I give Grisham credit. Twice he went with the pitch. One was a home run.
Mm-hmm.
The other one he fouled out. Cronenworth's last at bat, which started the inning off.
Yeah.
Every swing was going with the pitch. He wasn't trying to pull it because when him and Grisham are at their best and Kim, they're using they're going with the pitch.
And they need to because they're not. Well, Grisham has pop.
But he's not
he can get one out as he pulls it, but
yeah, he's not a traditional home run hitter.
No.
And again, if you're getting base hits, all fields, it limits. Now the pitcher has to think where he's pitching you.
Yes.
Instead of busting you inside because you're just going to pull it or pitch it outside and you're just going to pop it up. To me, they went out and got the good pitching coach. They need to go out and get a hitting coach.
Yeah.
I mean, we have an owner who's willing. I just tweeted this. We have an owner who's willing to spend money, right?
Yeah.
We should be copying the Dodgers step for step.
Yeah.
We should getting the best coaches in the minors, and we should have a system. And because the Dodgers they lost their whole starting, except for
they have no
Goslin. They lost everybody else.
Yeah.
They're still winning games.
Mm-hmm.
They just outscore everybody. And you look at their roster, I go, okay, I'd take Betts. I would take Freeman. I would take Will Smith.
Yeah.
Okay, but Muncy, would I take? No, he's got 15 homers, but you don't like Muncy.
Yeah.
But overall, I wouldn't take their players.
Yeah.
But they're successful. And we got to do something about the catcher. I mean, this is ridiculous.
For you. Gary Sanchez DFA'd by the Mets today.
Oh, really? What's he hitting right now? How old is he?
Whatever it is, it's got to be better than our catcher is. Let's look up Sanchez, Gary Sanchez.
Isn't he like 100 years old though?
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Gary Sanchez stats. All right, Major League Baseball. Oof. Okay, it's not great, but it's only 6 at bats. So really,
They got to do something, and because Nola and like Sullivan, he'll get you that occasional hit, but they're both hitting like 120.
Gary Sanchez 6 at bats, no runs, 1 hit, no homers, 1 RBI.
Okay.
No stolen bases, a 176 average with a 310 OPS. But it's 6 at bats. Can you really judge by that?
Yeah, I would look to make a trade. You got to look at teams like Oakland, and I'm scouring I'm acting like a GM. I'm looking at all these bad teams. I go, okay, what can we get from Oakland? Can we get our
Should have
center?
gotten Murphy from Oakland. I don't want to let the Braves get him.
Yeah, that was stupid. Can we get our center fielder back that's stealing all those bases?
Yeah, seriously.
Because you put him at the top of the lineup, and then you put Tatis.
Yeah.
Then Soto, or Manny, then Soto. Because Bogarts, I think the problem with Bogarts is he's not a number 4 hitter. I think it does affect players where they're batting. I've always said this.
Put Bogarts at 1 and Tatis at cleanup. Tatis is good at cleanup and leadoff. Like
the problem is the top 3 guys traditionally get more at bats, so you want to have Tatis in there batting. I'm okay with Cronenworth hitting second, because nobody else wants to hit second, I guess. But I was a little frustrated today because we ended up scoring, but the 3 runs. But when Tatis got on, I said, okay, Cronenworth, take the first pitch, let Tatis steal.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't do that. He flied out. But then Tatis stole the base later on, and then he was moving around, and then the pitcher balked because he was so concerned about what Tatis was doing. If you're stealing bases, you're putting pressure on the other team. It's as simple as that. When you're station to station, they're not even looking at you. Yeah, they do it to us all the time.
32 stolen bases. And how many has Nola thrown out? 3.
And that's because they tripped running down to second base. Again, I root for anyone that plays for the Padres. Yes. But it just, to me, when you're struggling to score, you have to do the little things, stealing bases, bunting. But you have to all be on the same page. There was an article came out, they had a team meeting, and they said, okay, let's concentrate on fixing ourselves. I think that's how I read it. I went, what?
They had a meeting about their individual performance, and then they had a meeting about team performance, I believe.
Right. Yeah. But they said that they needed to fix their individual game. I'm like going, because people are saying, a lot of people say, well, baseball is really not a team sport. I go, it is a team sport. You have to rely, unless you hit a home run, you have to rely on everybody else. And if the guy batting behind you is not hitting, then you're less likely to get a pitch to hit.
Yeah.
I would put Bogarts second, sandwich him in between Tatis and Soto, because really, I think it does affect your game. Because now he's thinking, okay, I got to hit power, I got to drive in runs, I got to do this, and he hasn't been doing it. I think you can't. These guys, anyway. That's all I got.
I agree. So we're going to the Yankees. 3 games. I'll be at the game on Sunday.
Ooh, that was Saturday.
Sorry, Saturday. I meant to say that. Saturday.
We'll start with an S.
Yankees, East, AL East, great division. They all are good teams. So
they have a lot of power.
Yep.
The good thing is, though, we have a lot of left-handed hitters, and they got that short porch.
Yeah.
But we got to go in there. Who do we have? We have Musgrove going, and Waka.
If you have Waka in there, I feel good.
Yeah,
Waka guaranteed win lately.
And then it's Darvish, right?
Maybe. That sounds right.
Yeah,
I could look it up real quick, but yeah. So, am I getting the Waka game?
I think Waka's number 2.
Yeah, Waka, perfect. And then we're going up against Severino.
Is Cole pitching against us?
On Sunday against Darvish.
Okay, that'll be a huge strikeout game for the Padres.
So we got to hope to win Friday, Saturday, and maybe. Yeah.
Well, Cole he's on my fantasy team. He hasn't been pitching that great the last couple outings.
And then after the Yankees, where do they go? We play Miami, 3 games
In Miami.
in Miami. And then we play the Cubbies at home. And then Seattle. So, we got to just keep winning series. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, baby. That's what we need to do.
Well, like I said, you got to pick. So we're 7.5 behind the Dodgers. They don't play today, right?
No.
Okay, so we're 7.5 behind the Dodgers at this point. You just got to say, okay, we got by the end of June, we want to be 4.5 out.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get closer. But the Padres are going to have to make some moves. They got too many outs in the lineup, and you got to have Grisham and Cronenworth have to start. Cronenworth was hitting 210.
Yeah, 211.
I mean, 211 now, but they both just have to start because they don't have to carry the team.
Yeah,
and that would also take pressure off guys like Tatis, Bogarts, and Soto. Yeah. Then you get Manny back. That helps. So if you can get like 6 or 7 guys that are hitting, but again, catcher has been a black hole for the Padres. I don't know how long.
Forever.
Losing Campusano hurt.
He got hurt. And then, really haven't had a good catcher since we traded away, what's his name, to the Dodgers?
G, starts with a G. He's playing with the White Sox right now.
But nobody apparently wasn't a good clubhouse guy.
Yeah, I heard that too. But you know what? What good is a good clubhouse guy if he can't hit?
Yeah, can he hit? I'll take
you want a good clubhouse guy? I'll go in there and be the good clubhouse guy. You can pay me.
Hey,
I could
the greatest clubhouse guy just back on the market. Cubs DFA'd Eric Hosmer. Do we take him back? We're already paying him.
There were actually people that said yes. I said, how could you do that? No. And I don't hate Hosmer. I don't. But where are you gonna put him?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Ugh. Anyway, all right. That'll do it.
Sweep the Yanks.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But listen, I'll take a 2 out of 3, or at least win the game that I'm going to.
It's all about you.
I got the cursed bobblehead for Manny Machado.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully we can undo the curse of the City Connect bobblehead. And get him back soon. Anyway, we'll see you all next time. Hasta luego. And goodbye. Take care, everybody.